जय श्री राम। आज का शुरू करें कैंटो 12। Emperor Dashrath gives his consent to the performance of a horse sacrifice for being blessed with a son. Afterwards, when a considerable time had elapsed since the arrival of Shringa and an unusually charming spring set in, an urge was felt by the emperor to undertake a sacrifice for being blessed with a son. Touching the ground with his head, he sought the help of the aforesaid Brahman, Shringa, who possessed the splendor of a god, for conducting a sacrifice with a view to the propagation of his race as well as to the attainment of heaven. The sage accordingly said to the king, who ruled over the entire globe, requisites for the sacrifice may be got ready, and your horse let loose, and let a sacrificial ground be prepared on the northern bank of the Sharyu. The king then spoke to Sumantra as follows: Sumantra, speedily call Brahmins who are masters of the Vedas and priests who are capable of expounding the Vedas, viz. Suyajna and Vamdev, Jabali and Kashyap, Vashisht, my family priest, and whoever other dwells among Brahmans there may be. Proceeding hastily, the celebrated Sumantra, who walked with quick paces, brought together in a body the aforesaid Brahmans, who were all masters of the Vedas. Receiving them with reverence, King Dashrath, whose mind was given to piety, then addressed to them the following words, which were reasonable and sweet and full of piety and purpose. Really, there is no joy to me, who have been suffering great agony for want of a son all these years. I shall accordingly propitiate the Lord with a horse sacrifice. Such is my resolve. I, therefore, intend to worship God through a sacrificial performance called Ashwamedh, a horse sacrifice. And I shall certainly attain all my desired ends through the influence, spiritual power of Shringa. Thereupon, saying Amen, all the Brahmins, with Vashisht as their leader, acclaimed the aforesaid proposal that had emanated from the lips of the king. And those headed by Shringa then replied to the king as follows: Let all the requisites for the sacrifice be got together, and your horse be released, and let a sacrificial ground be prepared on the northern bank of the Sharyu. You, to whom such a pious idea has occurred for securing a son, shall at all events secure 4 sons possessed of immense prowess. The king was really pleased to hear the acclamation of the Brahmins. The monarch then joyfully spoke to the ministers in sweet words as follows: Let the requisites for the sacrifice be got together apace according to the instructions of my elders, and let the sacrificial horse be let loose under the superintendence of 400 Kshatriya princes capable of guarding and controlling it, along with the chief priest. Nay, let a sacrificial ground be prepared on the northern bank of the Sharyu, and let propitiatory rites intended to avert evils be elaborately gone through in proper order of sequence and in accordance with the scriptural ordinance. This horse sacrifice is capable of being accomplished by any and every monarch, provided there is no grievous transgression in the shape of omission of certain essential rites made in the course of this preeminent sacrificial performance. For Brahmins that have attained the form of an ogre due to the omission of mantras and rites, though learned, well versed in the science of ritual acts, are on the lookout even for a minor transgression, in order to get an opportunity to spoil the sacrifice and thereby get the share of gods. And he who undertakes a sacrificial performance bereft of the prescribed procedure forthwith perishes. Therefore, steps may be taken to ensure that this sacrificial taking of mine is concluded in accordance with the prescribed procedure, for you are capable of doing all this. Thereupon, all the counselors of the king acclaimed the aforesaid command of the emperor with the words, "Let it be so," and did as they were enjoined to do. Those Brahmins next glorified the emperor, who knew what was right. Then, being permitted by the emperor, all returned as they had come, sending away the said counselors. When those Brahmins had dispersed, the highly intelligent monarch entered his gymnasium. Thus ends Canto 12 in the Balakand of the glorious Ramayan of Valmiki, the work of a rishi and the oldest epic. So, इसके साथ रीडिंग कैंटो 12 दैट इज 12वां सर्ग का समाप्त होता है. और इसमें हमको क्या इसमें क्या लिखा हुआ है? इसमें लिखा हुआ है कि दशरथ जी, राजा दशरथ अपना सहमति दे देते हैं कि हॉर्स सैक्रिफाइस शुरू करें, अश्वमेध यज्ञ शुरू करें ताकि उनको पुत्र प्राप्त हो. और बाद में श्रृंग ऋषि वहाँ आने के बाद उन्होंने राजा दशरथ ने देखा कि अब जो है ना, मतलब पूरा वहाँ का वातावरण ही चेंज हो गया. वहाँ ऐसा लग रहा था कि अचानक ही वहाँ पे वसंत ऋतु आ गई है. एंड उनको लगा कि बहुत ही शुभ हो रहा है जो भी कार्य हो रहा है. एंड फिर उनको मतलब श्रृंग ऋषि ने उनको बताया कि भाई जो सैक्रिफाइस है उसके विधि विधान है और उसमें से कोई भी छूटना नहीं चाहिए. एंड उन्होंने सारे ऋषियों को, मुनियों को, सबको अपना मतलब बुला के सुमंत्रा ने सब कुछ बताया है कि कैसे कैसे काम होगा. उनको इंस्ट्रक्शंस दे रहे थे और ये कर रहे थे. और वो बोले कि मैं अपना पूरा लगन से मैं ये देख लूँगा कि कुछ भी गलत ना हो. जैसे इसके पहले भी बोला है कि उन्होंने बोला है कि अगर कोई भी रीति छूट जाती है या गलत हो जाती है तो उससे क्या होता है, जिस व्यक्ति ने ये शुरू किया है, अश्वमेध यज्ञ का संकल्प लिया है, उनके साथ अच्छा नहीं होता है. और मतलब वो ये भी बोलते हैं कि ब्राह्मण्स है जिन्होंने अपनी पूरी मंत्र नहीं, रीति रिवाज नहीं फॉलो किया तो वो कैसे राक्षस में परिवर्तन हो गए, ये सारी चीज़ें बताते हैं उनको. मतलब बार बार उनसे कहा जाता है कि बड़े ध्यान से कीजिए, ऐसा न हो कि कोई भी रीति गलत हो जाए क्योंकि उसका परिणाम अच्छा नहीं होगा. अब हम लोग कैंटो 12 सुनेंगे. मैं शुरू करती हूँ. फ्यूडेटरी चीफ्स कॉल्ड अंडर orders of the emperor and charged with the duty of setting up stables, etc. The vernal season having appeared again 1 year got completed with the powerful monarch Dashrath called on Vashisht with a view to commencing the horse sacrifice for the sake of a male progeny. Having greeted Vashisht and his wife Arundhati and offering homage to them according to the scriptural ordinance, he addressed the following humble prayer to Vashisht, the foremost of the Brahmins, with the object of obtaining a son. Let the sacrifice intended to be performed by me, O Holy One, be commenced as enjoined by the scriptures. O dwell among sages, and steps may be taken to ensure that no obstacles may be thrown by the ogres, etc., in the way of items forming part of the sacrifice. You are my selfless well-wishers as well as my supreme preceptor and an exalted soul too. The whole burden of the sacrifice that has come to me is to be borne by you alone. Amen, said that jewel among Brahmins to the emperor, and added, I shall undoubtedly do all that which has been sought for by you. The sage Vashisht then spoke to elderly Brahmins, well versed in ritual acts, as well as to elderly and most pious Brahmins, skilled in architecture relating to sacrifices, and also to servants engaged for the whole sacrificial session, artists, carpenters, those entrusted with the work of digging the sacrificial pits, astronomers and artisans, nay, even to actors and dancers, and likewise to pure minded men well versed in sacred lore, and those whose knowledge extended over a very wide range of subjects. Undertake you your respective duties connected with the sacrifice under orders of His Majesty. Let bricks be speedily brought in, many thousands, and palaces befitting a monarch, and equipped with many articles of food and drink, etc., built. Any good houses for the Brahmins, strongly built and well provided with manifold edibles such as fruits and articles of food and drink, be provided in abundance. Similarly, spacious dwellings and wells, etc., should be constructed for the citizens too, and mansions should be built separately for feudatory princes expected to arrive from long distances. Similarly, stables should be erected for the horses and stalls for the elephants of royal visitors, and dormitories for the public, and big houses for warriors belonging to other states as well as for those of our own territory. The houses should all be provided with abundant edibles and equipped with all desired objects, and excellent food should be provided to the citizens as well as to those hailing from the countryside, respectfully in accordance with the scriptural ordinance, but never in a wanton way, so that members of all the grades of society may receive hospitality with due honor, and no disrespect should be shown to anyone, even under the impulse of passion and anger. Nay, hospitality should be shown in a special degree in order of seniority to those men and artisans who may remain engrossed with their duties connected with the sacrifice. See that everything connected with all those who are duly honored with riches, gifts of money, and food is fully accomplished, and nothing remains undone. Therefore, with a mind full of love, act you all in such a way as to ensure this. Approaching Vashisht, they all thereupon spoke to him as follows: everything will be duly executed as desired by you. Nothing will remain undone. We shall do it as enjoined by you, and nothing will be wanting. Summoning Sumantra, Vashisht then spoke to him as follows: invite kings, nay, whoever on earth are pious, as well as Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras in thousands. Bring together men other than those specified for the foregoing verse from all lands, treating them with honor. Nay, bring yourself with great respect from Mithila, the celebrated and highly blessed Janak, the heroic and truthful king of Mithila. First of all, I make this suggestion to you, knowing him to be a predetermined relation of the emperor as the prospective father-in-law of his sons. Also, bring personally the friendly and godlike ruler of the kingdom of Kashi, whoever speaks kindly, they say, and possesses a noble character. Similarly, bring here the celebrated and extremely pious king of the Kaikei and the aged father-in-law of Dashrath, a very lion among kings as well as his son. Also bring here with great respect King Romapad, the ruler of Angas, a well-known friend of our lion-like sovereign and the wielder of a mighty bow, along with his son. Likewise bring most respectfully Bhanuman, the king of Koshala, and with due honor Praptijna, the heroic and supremely large-hearted ruler of Magadh, the foremost among men and well-versed in sacred lore. Taking the orders of His Majesty, invite the eminent rulers of the eastern territories as well as the monarchs of the Sindhu, Sauvira and Saurashtra. Further, bring all the rules of the south and duly get together apace whatever other friendly monarchs there are on the surface of the earth, along with their followers and relations. Get these through highly distinguished ambassadors under orders of His Majesty. Hearing the aforementioned command of Vashisht on that occasion, Sumantra hastily charged capable men with the aforesaid duty of bringing monarchs. Nay, under orders of the sage, the highly intelligent Sumantra, whose mind was given to piety, personally departed with haste to bring with honor those who had been specially marked out by Vashisht for being brought personally by Sumantra. Nay, all those who had been employed to work for the sacrifice till the end reported to the eminent sage Vashisht whatever had been accomplished in connection with the sacrifice. Pleased with their report, the sage Vashisht, the foremost of Brahmans, then said to them, no gift should be made to anyone with disrespect or even with irreverence. A gift made with contumely brings ruin to the donor. There is no doubt about it. Some days after the departure of Sumantra and others, a number of kings arrived with many valuable presents in the form of jewels, pearls, articles of wearing apparel, ornaments, etc. for Emperor Dashrath. So the tradition grows. Highly pleased at their arrival, Vashishta spoke to the king as follows: Kings have arrived at your command, O tiger among men. Nay, all have been received with hospitality according to their deserts by me, O jewel among monarchs. Moreover, everything connected with the sacrifice has been got ready for your men with great attention. Therefore, proceed you to the sacrificial hall close by to commence the sacrifice. Be pleased, O King of Kings, to inspect the hall, which is furnished on every side with all the desired objects got together by your men and looks as if provided by your mere wish. On the recommendation of both the sages, Vashishta and Shringa, Dashrath, the ruler of the earth, accordingly proceeded to the sacrificial hall on a day marked with a propitious constellation. Having reached the sacrificial hall in a body, placing Shringa ahead of all the foremost Brahmins with Vashishta as their leader, then commenced the sacrifice according to the scriptural ordinance in the prescribed order the same day. Nay, the glorious emperor with his consorts went through the ceremony of consecration in order to qualify themselves for the sacrificial performance. Thus ends Canto 13 in the Balakand of the glorious Ramayan of Valmiki, the work of a rishi and the oldest epic. So इसमें हम क्या देखते हैं? इसमें हम देखते हैं कि सारा पूरी जो अश्वमेध यज्ञ का पूरा जो काम काज जो भी है सारा कुछ राजा दशरथ वशिष्ठ ऋषि को दे देते हैं और महर्षि वशिष्ठ फिर सबको बुलाते हैं, सबको अपना अपना काम समझाते हैं, सबको सुमंत्र को बोलते हैं कि ये राजाओं को खुद जाके इनवाइट करके लाओ, बाकी राजाओं के लिए लोगों को भेजो और मतलब पूरी प्रिपरेशन शुरू हो जाती है। एंड फिर आखिर में देखते देखते वक्त समय बीतता जाता है एंड आखिर में वो दिन आता है जिस दिन अश्वमेध यज्ञ शुरू होने का मतलब निर्धारित रहता है और वो विधि देख के समय देख के फिर राजा को ऋषिंग ऋषि महर्षि वशिष्ठ ये सब उनको लेके जाते हैं जहाँ पे वो यज्ञ होना था और वहाँ पहुँचने के बाद वो वशिष्ठ ऋषि बोलते हैं कि राजा जी आप देख लीजिए, आपने जैसे जैसे बोला था वैसा पूरा प्रबंध हो गया है, सबको बुला लिया गया है और उन्होंने ये भी दिया है, बताया कि भाई जब आप ये गिफ्ट्स देंगे तो प्लीज़ ये ध्यान रखना कि किसी के साथ भी कोई भी मतलब बदसलूकी नहीं हो, कोई किसी का अपमान नहीं हो, सभी को बड़े प्यार से सारा मतलब आदर पूर्वक उनका सारा चीज़ें काम काज कीजिए, उनके आदर सत्कार में कोई भी कमी नहीं रहनी चाहिए, क्योंकि अगर ऐसा हुआ तो फिर वो मतलब वो पूरा व्यर्थ हो जाता है। और इसी के साथ ये दोनों चैप्टर्स मैंने ख़त्म किया और कल मैं आगे का बताऊंगी। नमस्ते, जय श्री राम।